Cool, cool. Everybody can hear me?
Yes.
All right. So first of all, thank you everybody for joining this meeting. It is my pleasure to have all of you here. And I'm sure that if you are here for a reason, and you know like why we have this kind of meeting. So for today, our topic of the meeting is the secret of success. Some people achieve high success in life. Some people they achieve mediocre success. To achieve success is a different thing, and to help people to achieve success, that is again a different thing, right? So you may see a lot of people who are successful, but who does not believe in sharing and caring. So in today we will be talking about what what principle anybody can follow to become successful. So let's say that today Bikram is a software engineer. He's already successful, but it should not be stopping him from moving further ahead in life, because there are a lot of areas of life where we want to improve ourselves. We want to learn and grow all the time, and that should be the life purpose for anybody, right? So today what you are today is because of all the decisions or hard work you did yesterday, but where you go in future, that depends upon what you do today. So I am a firm believer, if you want to be successful or if you want to achieve anything in life, right, so it's better to follow a path. So for example, if you want to be a great engineer, great automation engineer, right, there are people who have already achieved success in life. You can just follow their footprints, you can follow their steps, what they have done. And today I'm going to talk about 15, I would say, secrets of success. And I will be very honest with you, there is no secret of success, to be honest with you. Everybody knows the secret. It is that the one who implements gets more success, more fame, more recognition, more satisfaction in life. And today I will be clear, I will be nailing out those 15 fundamentals. And I'm telling you again, those are just the fundamentals. In any game you want to master, fundamentals will always be the same, right? Either it is live or cricket match or everywhere, if you learn the fundamentals, you can nail it. I will go ahead and share my screen, and most of the I don't have a lot of slides. I just have one slide. I will go ahead and share it with you, and then we can discuss that. Can you guys see my screen? Can anybody say that they can see my screen?
Yes, we are. Yes,
Exactly.
we are.
So there are, as I said, there are 15 secret of success. So number one, and we are going to talk about this in next 20 minutes. That's all. And most of these secrets you might be knowing and you may not be implementing, right? So my goal is to just highlight these again. So the first secret of success is you have to take 100% responsibility of life. That is the fact. You always have to take 100% responsibility, no matter what situation you are in your life. you know just one second, I will stop sharing. So I talked about the secret number one, that is you have to take 100% responsibility of life. So whatever you are in life, you should not be blaming your situation, your circumstances, people around you. If you want to improve your life, you have to take the commitment. So for example, if I'm getting less salary or Bikram is getting less salary, rather than thinking about somebody is paying less, right, we should take the ownership and say that, hey, look, I will switch a job and find more raise, right? For Deepak Raj, rather than saying that, hey, no, there are not a lot of people to help me, what I want to do in career, you can say that, okay, I'm going to take the responsibility and learn from people who are successful, right? Learn their success story. That is number one. Take 100% responsibility in your life. Everybody, if you see successful, they have done that. Think about Lord Rama, right? They were sent to exile for 14 years, right? But what was his response? He told to mom, that's all, I just have to go for 14 years, I will do. He didn't complain to his father that, hey, why you have given me exile for 14 years, it's your commitment, why should I suffer, right? And history has shown how successful he became the lord after that. The second secret of success is decide what you want. I'm not sharing my screen because I feel like when I talk to you guys one on one, it's a different ball game. So the second secret of success is decide what you want. So if I ask you today, right? If I ask Deepak Raj or Hira, what do you want? What are the things you want to achieve in your life? So a lot of people say that they want to get a job, they want to have a stable career, they want to buy a car. If I ask you what kind of car you want to buy, right? They say that, okay, I want to volunteer, I want to serve the community. You have to be very specific on what you want, and that is harsh reality of life. If you today, let's say that Deepak Raj, you are 20 years old, if you write that these are the 20 things I want to achieve after 10 years, and I'm sure you will be having 21 things in your life. I'm 100% sure you will get that, because mind works like that. Okay, you have to decide what you really want in life, and when you decide what you really want in life, what you have to do for that, we have already talked about it. You have to set the goals, right? You have to set goals, you have to do affirmations. So Vikram, we have already discussed goal setting and affirmations in some of our meetings, like,
Okay.
yeah, so we can share it with you also, like those recordings.
Okay.
Yeah, like because we have precise time, so we should be very specific. Okay, so for example, I request everybody today to go and write 30 things you want to achieve before you die. And it will not take a lot of time. It will just take few minutes. Just list down on a piece of paper that, well, I want Mercedes. I want to, sponsor 30 kids. I want to have $1 million in my bank account when I retire. Write down the 30 things. I want to visit Australia. I want to visit US. Write down the 30 things you want to achieve. Write down the 30 things you want to be. So for example, today I'm a software engineer, right? But few years back, I took a commitment and I wrote down that I want to be a public speaker, I want to be an author, and today I am an author after 2 years, right? I'm writing my blogs and getting a lot of views. I told myself that I'm going to be a powerful communicator. So at the same time, you have to write on a piece of paper. For example, Bikram is a software engineer, right? He may have thought about, that I want to go to US and get my master's degree and work there, and that's why he's here today, right? So that is the second thing in life. You always have to decide what you want. The third secret is you have to believe that it is possible. So when you say that, you have to believe that it is possible. For any success in life, they had a high self-belief. Right? So for example, Elon Musk or Bill Gates, they believe that computer will change the history of mankind, right? So so you have to believe in two things. So the first thing you have to believe is that I am going to be successful, I have the power, God has given me the power, right? And then second thing you have to believe is whatever is happening in your life, everything will end up good, right? So for example, today if you let's say lose $10,000, so you have two ways to look into it. So the first way you can look into it like, hey, I lost my $10,000, it's a huge amount. And second way, you can look into it like, hey, I have gained experience, so I will not be doing the same mistake. History has great examples of people who have believed and achieved a lot of things. And how you will develop that self belief? So if I ask Deepak, how you will believe yourself? Deepak, we talked about affirmations, right? Positive affirmations, right? So where is your affirmation? How many of people have your affirmations? If I ask you that, hey, show me your affirmation. See, I have been doing this. This is my affirmation, okay? This is affirmation. I read it every morning. I have been doing this for 4 years, but I never miss it. Even though I have achieved everything on from this list, but I never miss it. That is the real secret of success. If you know something and if you are not implementing it, it's really waste of time, to be honest with you. So for example, when I talk about affirmation, you write down affirmation, how much time it will take. It is just 20 lines, right? And trust me, if you see all successful people in any field, Olympic athletes or swimmers, they have their affirmations written down. So that is the secret. Like when you know something, you just implement it, right? So implementation is important than just gaining the knowledge. So that was the third secret of life. You have to believe in yourself. If you don't believe in yourself, people will never believe in you. I believed in myself. I believed in myself when I started my journey as a public speaker. There were a lot of obstacles. I went in a room, I was giving presentation first time in English language, and people were looking at me like I came from a different world. But I took the challenge. I believed that one day, this is day one, and it is going to be tough. I have to give 3 years to that. And after that, I completed 30, 40 presentations. And today I'm doing these kind of things because I believed in myself. And if you believe, it will be possible. That is the third secret, right? The fourth secret is very simple. And they talk about that in scriptures, right? When you talk about Bhagavad Gita, Ramayana, goal setting is the fundamental of any success story. Goal setting. Everybody who has been successful has some sort of goal, right? Some sort of goal. So I'm not telling you to write like 100 and 200 goals. Okay, how many of you read a blog I wrote a couple of days back about a very important topic, monthly goals? This we have started November month, right? I think Hira, you read that, right? So at the start of every month, when I'm starting a month, I'm writing 20 goals. That these are my 20 goals I want to achieve this month. It could be studying for 1 hour for Azure or AWS. It could be spending 1 hour with family. It could be spending 1 hour in learning something new from books. It could be spending 1 hour in doing some volunteer work. So I challenge all of you to write just 10 goals for this month. Okay, start simple. Write 10 goals for this month, and when you write 10 goals for the month, divide what goals you want to achieve in a day. So when you have a goals, anybody, then it will give you a different power to wake up, right? My wife was today telling me that what kind of work you have in this morning. So what are you going to gain? I said, like, I'm going to gain satisfaction, by doing this. I'm serving people. So you have to always unleash the power of goal setting, because even NASA or all the great companies, everybody has a goal, right? Companies have a goal to do more business, right? They have a vision. So why can't you create a vision for your life? That is my question. So that was number 4. Number 5 is, once you have decided, so the first step was decide. First step was you took 100% responsibility of your life. You decided what you want in your life, right? You believe in yourself, and you have set down the goals also. So when you set a goal, right, that I want to, let's say my goal, I will tell you, I won't hide. My goal is to study for 50 hours this month for data engineering certification. So once you have set down the goal, you have to break down. So I call the step 5 is chunk it down, right? So you have to break down what you want to complete today. Okay. So what you want to complete today, how many hours you want to study today, right? How many hours of Facebook you want to do, or social media one. If you don't define your schedule, or if you don't define your priority, somebody else will define your priority. That's the highest reality. If you don't write down what you want to accomplish today, then people will call you and you will talk for half an hour. You have simply wasted your time. So once you have a goal, break it down. So for example, my goal was to study for 50 hours. So I know that I have to study for half an hour or 1 hour today. My goal was to do 2 educational seminar this month. This is the first one I'm doing it, right? So you have to think about, you have to think in that way. These may sound simple, but I'm telling you, it's not easy. It requires a lot of self-discipline, and self-discipline will only come once you start execution part of it. Okay. So that was like, chunk it down, make so every night before you go to bed, write down what you want to do tomorrow. It will just take 5 minutes. Write down 5 things I want to do tomorrow, right? I want to drink 1 liter of water. I want to do go for gym for 1 hour. I want to go for exercise for 30 minutes. I want to do meditation or yoga. Decide what you want one night before. Okay. And then when you get up morning, try to do the thing which is very difficult. So they call it as a eat the ugliest frog. So if you do your task which is very difficult at the starting of the day, you are happy. Okay, very simple. So that's how you will be chunking down the chunking it down. The sixth secret, I call it, of a success is success always leaves a path. So for example, success always leaves a path. Let's say that if you want to cook a biryani, right? We all like biryani, vegetable biryani or chicken biryani. So why you want to make your own biryani when you have a lot of recipes online? So for example, if I make a biryani, I cannot make better biryani than Vikram because he is from Hyderabad, right? So he knows to make a better biryani than me. So if I am intelligent, if I want to be successful, I will simply follow his recipe. So same thing applies for the success. Anything you want to achieve in your life, somebody has might have achieved it. What you have to do is very simple. You have to read their story. First thing, you have to listen, you have to read their books. Okay, two things. Second thing is always surround yourself with the positive people. And if you don't have positive people around you, you can find it online. There are a lot of platforms. And trust me, let's say that if you want to learn any as far as public speaking is concerned, right, or communication is concerned, I'm at certain level, right? So you can ask that, hey Ajay, can I schedule half an hour time with you? Can we do a lunch, right? It is very simple step, but it requires a lot of courage, and to accept that, okay, I want to learn something from him. You, how many of you know Chris Rosal uncle? Chris Rosal, he's Vikram, I have a friend called Chris Rosal. He's 74 years old. Okay, and that guy has got 15 degrees. At the age of 74, he has traveled to 120 countries and worked in 90 countries in America. And he's a good friend of mine. I called him. I always try to have conversation. The day before yesterday, I was trying to have a call and ask him, hey, Chris, you are very successful, right? At the age of 74, you are going for swimming for 1 hour and you are doing all the work. What is the motivation? What is the motivation for you? And he told me a really nice thing. So always try to surround yourself with successful people who are more successful than you. Okay. So that was the seventh secret. And the eighth secret is you have to take action. Okay. So things will come to the people who always take action. You have a good plan, you have a good vision, you have a good dream. If you don't take action, nothing will change, right? How many of you know Instagram Reels or YouTube Shorts? Instagram Reels, YouTube Shorts. I'm proud to tell that I have never watched any Instagram Reel. Any Instagram Reel, I have never watched it in my life. YouTube Shorts, one or two maybe, but I have not watched Instagram Live Reels actually. I don't know what Reels are, because I personally believe in. I believe not in motivation. Motivation is temporary, guys. Inspiration is permanent. So, for example, motivation is always like motivation. For example, you will be charged up, okay, right? If you see Instagram Reels, people will talk about, hey, you have to have a dream, you have to have a vision, or you should think big. But nobody talks about how to think big. Nobody talks about how to write monthly goals, right? So you will be like, okay, I have to do it, I have to do it, but you don't know how to do it. It's their life, they might have achieved, right? So now what you have to do is ask yourself a question, that whatever I want to achieve, what is the step for that? What are the 5 things I have to do today that will take closer to my goal, right? Vikram is when we were meeting together in Iowa, Vikram was really good with health and fitness, and he was going to gym, and that is where we both had a lot of conversations together. I personally, if you ask me personally, I don't like gym at all. But if I know, if I want to live for 100 years, right, I have to go to gym. I have to go do exercise. I have to do workout. And that is my motivation. You don't have to think about whether, you feel it no or not. Like sometimes you are excited. Sometimes we are all are excited, right? So when we are excited or either we are depressed, we always have to do the right things. We always have to do the things which is important, not the things which is urgent, right? So for example, if you look at Instagram Reels, you will get some short-term pleasure, but you will, if you want to look for a long-term inspiration, you have to do something which you are worthy of, right? See Hira right now, he has studied for the whole day, and still he's in a nice attire right now, listening to us, and he's making some notes, right, and learning, right. That shows his commitment towards what he want to achieve. Correct. He may have thought, all right, I had a really tough day, I'm preparing for UPSC, why I should I attend this meeting, I again, but he thought like, I'm going to learn something new today from this meeting. So it is, if I'm going to spend half an hour, I'm going to learn something new. And that is keeping him motivated. That is keeping him ahead in the game. So and again, the eighth secret is, you always have to nail your fears, right? So for example, everybody has a fear. So how we can reduce that fear? So let's say today, Deepak, you started talking about your father, right? And my father's relationship, right? So if I have asked you 1 year back, you could not have framed one or two sentences, right? But that was your fear. But we worked through it, right? We came up with a plan. We encouraged you to speak up, right? You took some action, and now you are gaining confidence day by day. Correct. So when we take action, right, that's the biggest antidote for fear. Fear does not exist in real world. Fear exists in mind. It's very simple. We always fear for the things, right, which will never occur in the life, right? So we always fear for so for example, we don't have fear that we will die, right? But the hard, that is the harsh reality. We have fear that if I don't speak good, how I will be judged. Nobody is going to judge, my dear friends. Nobody is going to judge you. We are not somebody to judge you. We are here to help you. We all are here to learn from each other, so that is secret number 8 or 9. Secret number 10 is, whatever you want to achieve in your life, I'm telling you again, and this is the harsh reality, in life nothing comes free. Okay. For everything you have to pay the price. So if you want to be successful, you may have to pay the price. It may not be price level tag right now. So for example, if you are spending 1 hour here in this meeting, right, so you are already paying your 1 hour of your time. Time equals to money. Correct. So you are directly not paying, but indirectly you are paying in terms of your time. So in that so if you think about that situation, right, you always about ask yourself a question when you are wasting your time, that what is the price I am paying, right? If I spend 1 hour not watching crap movies, if I read some inspirational material or listen to some good content, what I will get? So if you ask those kind of questions, your life will change. Okay. The and then seventh thing is, always ask for the help. If you want to be successful, ask for the help. If you don't know anything about any new field, it's okay. Vikram called me other day and he asked me that, hey Ajay, I know that Bhagavad Gita is good. I know that positivity is good, but how to implement that practically in life, right? So you always have to ask the right question to the right people, and nobody is going to judge you. At the same time, this is the message for you, Deepak. If you want to be a great software engineer in future, right, try to reach out to engineers who are already successful and ask them what kind of pattern they have followed, what was their routine, right? So for example, myself, when I feel like I'm depressed or I'm falling down a little bit, I remember all the great times I had in my life, and I go ahead and write down what I did at that time, which I'm not doing it today. And then I get the answer. I'm you will be surprised. I write down what I eat every day from last 1 month. I write down how I spend my time. I write down, for example, whatever I have planned. If I'm not achieving, I'm writing it down. It is not needed for me, right? If I don't write, also I have a stable career. I'm doing fine. But my goal is not to just survive. My goal is to just thrive and make an impact in this world. I want to connect with the people and share everything what I have learned. So that's the biggest secret. Always ask for the always ask for the help. The last secret is, what I call it is, practice kaizen. So say kaizen is a concept in Japan. Okay, so if you see the world, Japanese cars are the best because they kind of always look for improvements all the time, improvements, how to continuously improve. So for example, ask yourself question that what I did today, what I did today which has made me closer to my goal. Okay, that's the question number one. Question number two is ask yourself a question that what I could have done better, right? So what I did right today and what I could have done better. If you do this for 30 days, my dear friends, I promise you, you will be a complete different person. I write it down. I will show you. I speak from my own experiences. See, this is my journal. Okay, I have been doing this from last 3 years. I don't mind whether I like it or not. Okay, I write it down that okay, how was the day, what I did right, what I did wrong, right? What are the things I have learned, what I learned from people. So when you write and when you look back, you see a different person in yourself. Okay, so that was the secret number 14. And secret number 15 is always never ignore your health. Never ever ignore your health. Either it is mental health or either it is your physical health. Because if you don't have a health, how you will achieve goal? So these were like 15, I would say, the bullet points for the success. But again, I'm telling you, whatever I have shared, if you implement it today, you will see the difference. Because you may not see the difference in one day, but if you implement this for 1 month or 1 year, you will see a change will come. Because this is a law of nature. Yeah, go ahead, Hira.
Sorry for interrupting. Ajay, actually, I have joined a little bit late.
Right.
Can you summarize it again?
Yeah, sure. So in today's meeting, Hira, we have discussed about 15 secret of success. Okay, so like so for example, what successful people follows, and those 15 secrets, I can read it out really loud. So the first secret was take 100% responsibility of your life. Okay, second secret is decide what you want. Okay, third secret was believe it is possible, believe in yourself. Fourth secret was know the power of goal setting, use affirmations. Okay, and then fifth secret was plan your day, chunk it down, break down your goals and plan your day, do the important things. Sixth secret was follow a success journey. If somebody is more successful than you, follow their path. Okay, seventh secret was again that get rid of fear. Okay, and then eighth secret was follow the be willing to pay the price. Okay, eighth secret was
Repeat it.
yeah, be willing to pay the price. Okay, eighth secret was always look for always look for higher meaning of life. And then again,